Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Tiffany Beaston from Beauty and the Beastons, and I upload twice a week. If you're new here, I'm a 37-year-old mom of 4 with 2 boys, 10 and 8, and 2 girls about to be 7 and 4. But anyway, today we are going into Costco. I'm going to show you what I find in store to feed our family of 6, include prices and what I prep for the week ahead. So let's get into it. We're here nice and early. It's 9:13, so hopefully it's not too chaotic. Executive member, baby. Alright, so I'm just going to show you some things that we love from here, not necessarily getting everything, but just showing you products that we love. And I'm trying to show you what I put in my cart so you can see what we do get today. But the reason I mentioned the executive member is because you get to get in at 9 a.m. And honestly, that is a treat because all of the Costco's that I know of get absolutely packed. I did go ahead and grab these bowls, but not with this like tinted green color. I got it in clear. I thought that was an amazing deal. So you know that I shop at a few different places and I have my favorites from each place. However, I do find that the meat and the produce is the most affordable at Costco, especially for organic options. Snacks I usually get from Thrive Market. But yeah, I really want to look into like a type of subscription box or something that's from like a local farmer for our meat and eggs. I would absolutely love that. But we also do get our eggs from Costco as well because they're cheaper there for like free range. Sometimes they have free range or pasture raised organic eggs. I also see other people's Costco hauls and know that every Costco in every state is so different. Tell me some of your Costco go-tos that I can check out. And also, if you have a type of like meat or seafood subscription service, please let us know down in the comments below. If you know, you know, but Costco has the absolute best mangoes, and those little like Mickey Mouse apples are always really good too. I'm definitely on the lookout to make sure none of my stuff has a peel on it. We will not be taking part in that at all. I'm also just trying to show you some prices. So for these 3 packs, $24.99, I did grab that, as well as these party wings because my kids love these. A pack of 3 for $19. We didn't need ground turkey, but I did just want to show you that I do like getting that from here when we need it. $20 for a pack of organic ground turkey, and their chicken breast is around $27. I guess it all depends on the weight, but also I absolutely love Amy Lou products in general. I haven't tried these yet, so if you have, let me know if you like them. Plan on trying them this week. And then these brownies look good, but I've never tried them, so I figured I'd put them in here and ask you if you've ever had them and what you think of them. I love this avocado spread for if you're having like eggs on top of your toast. It is like made with some vinegar, so it does have like a kind of like a tangy taste, so like the kids don't like them, so I usually just wind up eating them or mixing them in my chicken salad. And this is the gluten-free bread we made. However, you guys, I'm so excited because I just ordered a gluten-free starter from Amazon. It has really good reviews, and it's not just the powder, like it's actually like the gooey starter, which is really hard to find for gluten-free. So I'm trying it again because I have tried the one that just comes as the powder and it failed miserably. So I'm really hoping the reason I got my confidence up enough to try it again was because I made like a regular gluten-free bread in the oven, not sourdough, and it came out pretty decent. So I was like, all right, maybe I could do this. These ground beef burgers are really good. The only thing I will say, if you're counting your macros, they are 380 calories for one and a decent amount of fat. But, you know, if you count it into your macros, and I feel like, especially me, you saw those huge bruises on my legs, I need some iron in my life. I hate getting this frozen pizza. I know it's not good for you, but my kids love it, so I figured it's better than getting the McDonald's, right? You gotta balance it out. We also always get our milk and butter from Costco, And everything that I'm about to show you is much cheaper here than other stores based on my research. I love the Siete brand. We also are lucky enough, some Costco's have like their cookies and stuff, and they're so good. Ketchup, because it's part of the main food group of my kids. I'm not showing you the Splenda, I'm showing you the cost of this honey because it's absolutely delicious and it's organic. I love to use it on everything. And this is the maple syrup that we use as well. We do lots of pancakes, breakfast for dinner, waffles. Hear me out on this. People that like tuna, I have been eating the canned salmon with that mayo that I showed you, and it's actually really, really delicious. This is the chicken stock we get. But basically, if you like, like a tuna salad, which I don't, I've really tried so hard to like it. I ate it in the past, as you saw in like one of my what I eat in a day videos, trying to get my protein, but the salmon is just so much better. Puppies, what's mommy got? You get to pick first. What are you gonna get? Don't be mean. You get ladies first. Okay, you can pick first. Go ahead. Which one do you want? That one? I like that one. Go get it, Rhonda. Go get it. Okay, Benny, tackle. You want that one? Ben? Okay. We're all happy now? You're welcome. Rhonda was like, excuse me, no, ladies first. Hear me out and tell me I'm not alone. We are on day 2. Just got my workout in. I'm putting some chicken in the crock pot. We're gonna go spend time actually enjoying summer, being outside with the kids. But I'm just doing 2 chicken breasts with some taco seasoning, 2 limes. You guys, don't skip this part. If you have a lemon, you can use lemon, but the fresh like citric juice like really does just make this so much better. I'm using a can of diced tomatoes, and I use 1 packet of taco seasoning. I'm putting this on low for about 5 hours. You can do high if you're in a rush. Just doing some super easy rice and beans, and we're gonna wind up making enchiladas. But what I was saying, does anybody else get like this? Because that day at Costco, it took about 2 hours in store just because we were filming and stuff. If we weren't filming, it would have been a lot quicker. But by the time I leave, I feel very drained feeling. I don't know if it's just from like the stimulation, like looking around and, picking things and the sounds and everything. I don't know. But like I was done that day. I came home and cleaned the kitchen and then got the kids from camp. So you might have seen that in my morning routine video. If you haven't watched that, go ahead and check that out. It's my last video. So anyway, that was it for the day. That's all I could do. And today we are having like a fun family day. So I just did these really quick enchiladas using those Siete wraps, and they were amazing. Absolutely amazing. So I'm just going to bake this in the oven covered for a little bit, which I forgot to put the cover on, which I always do that. So I added the cover, and then took it off at the end to get the cheese extra melty. And like I said, just having some super easy rice and beans with it. So that was it for this day. And then the following day is when I'm going to go ahead and really clean out the fridge and organize it. I do like to do it all in a day, but like I said, I had to clean the kitchen and get the kids from camp. But like coming home, I like to usually either clean the fridge before I do a big shop or like as I'm putting stuff away, but I just didn't have it in me. So here is what the fridge looked like before. We're about to make it beautiful and prep some produce. And honestly, guys, I'm so happy to have everything organized and prepped. It just makes you eat home more, keeps you on track, and makes you use up your groceries instead of them going bad. All right, so this is your sign. It's time to get up. Let's head over to the fridge. It's a hot mess in there. There's expired food in there. It's time to get up, go to your fridge. Let's go. Start taking everything out. To the right of you, what you're watching, those containers are leftovers that are, it's just time to go. So that's like I'm making a pile of things that need to be washed and thrown out, putting my yogurts together, produce together, and just going from there. We're going to then wipe everything down, prep what needs to be prepped, and organize. So let's do this together. So I just turned 37 this month, and it really took me this many years to figure out what makes me feel best and what makes me feel worse. And the thing that makes me feel the worst is number one, mom guilt, hands down the worst feeling in the entire world to me, when you just don't have enough time to do everything that you want to do as a mom and spend, each amount of time with the kids. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I dream of doing like little trips one-on-one with them, but it's hard to fit everything in. I am still going to make it happen, but mom guilt is number one. Number two is just feeling like you don't have any control. And that is what happens in life. We don't, unfortunately, have control over everything, and it sucks. Not being a control freak, just wanting to like keep your nervous system at bay and be calm, we can't always control that. It's just impossible. But if we create calm in our homes, it makes everything else just a little bit better. You're ready for whatever life throws your way. So that is really what I'm focusing on this school year, is just keeping calm, not over buying groceries, because I notice that I do that a lot too. Like, if we have to go to the grocery store twice in a week or order groceries more than once in a week, which winds up happening a lot, that's fine. Even if I just start, like, when I have time during the day to like run and get meat instead of like trying to like remember to thaw meat out and things like that. I don't know. I'm just trying to do things that keep things less chaotic, because that's another crappy feeling, is when you have to throw away good, food that was once good because you didn't cook it. So this school year, I'm just really trying to stay organized and underwhelmed. Last year, I was so incredibly overwhelmed with my mom's cancer diagnosis. Obviously, it was like my nightmare. And then I was just doing so much with the schools, and I was coaching soccer, plus working and supporting my family. It was just, I don't even know how I survived last year, basically. Of course, it could have always been worse. But this year, I'm basically just trying to say no to more, because you don't get a reward at the end for killing yourself and just doing so much and like draining yourself, making you an unhappy mom. There's genuinely no reward for that. So this year, I'm doing less. That's honestly my whole goal this year, is to do less. So thanks for coming to my TIFF talk on that one. It's just, if I could teach like moms anything, whether you're first time mom, 10th time mom, there's always going to be something for you to do as a mom, trust me. So adding in so many extra things, doing thankless jobs, like, it's just truly not worth it. And then we just recently came home, our air conditioner broke. So that was really stressful. It got fixed this morning. It was very expensive, but like, that's another thing. Like, that was not in my control at all, but like, at least everything else was in order, right? But anyway, I just feel like I just want to teach moms to mainly like focus on your family. And if you have so much extra time, or your kids are older and you're bored, then that's your time where you could really volunteer and do the absolute most. But otherwise, it's just honestly not worth it. Your kids need a happy, healthy mom, not an overstimulated, stressed out one, which is how I have been feeling this past week. I've had a couple of rough days, just to be completely honest. One of the things that is out of my control right now as well is that my husband has 2 herniated discs in his back. He's constantly in pain. He's done acupuncture, he's done physical therapy, he's done chiropractor, and finally he got cortisone shots. He went in for a second set of shots because the first ones didn't work, and it's been a couple weeks now, and that also did not work. So just to see like your husband struggling in pain is really hard, as I'm sure a lot of you know, because I know I'm not alone in this. And then my oldest son, he suffers from migraines. We've done everything for him. We went to neurologist, blood work. He has a couple of mineral deficiencies, which I feel like everyone does, right? And that could change from month to month. So like, I'm working on doing more supplements with him and stuff, but it's just hard. Also, I know that other moms can relate to this. I don't feel like a lot of people talk about this, but it was the beginning of last school year, and I was like, you know what, I'm just going to make all 4 kids a dentist appointment at once. So I booked it way far in advance so that all 4 kids could just go and get their teeth cleaning at the same time, just make life easier. And I was overwhelmed by the amount of cavities that my kids have, especially because we're nuts. Like, I don't think they've ever missed brushing their teeth, to be just 100% honest, unless like Everly fell asleep in the car on the way home from something and I'd put her into bed. But otherwise, we're really crazy about brushing our teeth in the morning and at night, and they don't fight me on it. They do it. But cavities, sometimes you're just prone to cavities. Sometimes it's like sleeping with your mouth open. But I've talked to so many moms in person, and they're also telling me about their kids' cavities and things like that. So you're not alone with that. That also gave me extreme mom guilt about the cavities. But anyway, I don't want to be negative. I just am being honest and real about, not every single day is perfect, and the stresses of motherhood, they don't stop. And routines and keeping your house in order kind of just helps you mentally, because imagine having the stress of motherhood and just a completely like overpacked, messy house. Like, of course, my kids make messes and I'm constantly cleaning, but I try to make it as less overwhelming as possible with my routines. And then I come on here and try to teach them to you so that we can all live our best motherhood together. I'm telling you guys, is prepping fresh like veggies like this, your kids will eat so many more veggies because they'll just come in and grab them while you're cutting them, or just come grab them out of the fridge. My kids also like ants on a log, which is like peanut butter and some raisins on top of your celery. And just always trying to get like fresh produce in all of us. And I noticed that my kids definitely like raw veggies more than cooked veggies. So you'll see we are headed back home because we had some appointments and things like that. So I was just packing up all of the produce that I knew that was going to go bad. Now we're headed back to the Bay, but August we're kind of all over the place, back and forth. So my video that I worked on while I was at home will be live this weekend to get it all done, starting with back to school shopping, just so that August is less overwhelming, because back to school shopping for 4 kids was really stressful last year, like in August. So we got their list early, so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go to Dollar Tree, get everything I can get here, obviously save a lot of money that way, and then I also ordered the rest of the stuff on Amazon. And then I started my basement, which I have like a hoarder side of the basement that was absolutely insane, so I cleaned and decluttered that for 2 days, so that'll be in to get it all done with some other stuff. But thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up.
soul.